yet. Don't go off yet. Just wait till.
Oh no, I know.
Hold it in.
I'm building. I'm literally building up all this
Danny
anger
is Arthur.
so that I can just give him one hard punch like Maka did.
Danny is clenching her fist like Arthur right now. She's not Arthur fisting right now. No, don't say fisting, Tom. Phrasing. Oh, sorry. We didn't fist. We're not.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host with the most, I'm the Bomb. And of course with me every week is Frank and Danny.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
And Death the Nick.
I've arranged all the medicine jars to be perfectly symmetrical. Now you don't have to worry about that.
God. You should have done. Have I made the end of the toilet paper as a triangle? I can't remember. I don't know. I have to go back. I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's like his prologue. They go to fight the mummy, and he's like, you two stay here and fight off the fucking zombies. I'll be back.
Because they were all like, I can't remember if the center if the picture it was a picture frame is symmetrical. I can't. And then Liz was all like, are you really going to worry about that now? She's like, try not to worry about it.
And he leaves them a note.
He leaves them a note, and they're all like, dear Liz and Patty, I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I went home to make sure to check. Please be careful. It's dangerous out here. Death the kid.
There you go. We're talking about Soul Eater today.
Woo!
Yeah. Finally.
I've never watched it.
To round off Spooky Month, I didn't. Yeah, no, I haven't either.
Oh, except for what I just did.
No, you're fucking joking with me.
No, me and Nick, this is our first time.
I've had that on my PT dub
you're lying.
Like 4 years.
We're not. We're
actually
absolutely
6
not.
years.
Oh my God.
It's 50 episodes, Danny. I didn't have time.
Yeah, so and I'll explain why.
I had to watch massage videos on YouTube. That took priority.
We're finally shut up, man. God, we're finally rounding off Spooky Month with Soul Eater because it really does capture a very Halloweeny gothic Tim Burton-esque aesthetic. It was just kind of perfect to top it all off. It's not necessarily horror, but it's not necessarily not that either. I don't know, but
Halloween doesn't mean horror. Halloween means Halloween.
Halloween means that's a good point. There's fucking witches. There's cat faces. There's death. There's even a mummy guy, a mummy face Johnson kind of. There's a guy literally named Frankenstein. So
actually, it's Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I have my drink shaken, not stirred. Stirred. Am I doing that right or no? Stirred.
Yeah, close enough.
Stirred. Anyway.
Sounds like
sometimes you have to smack him in the mouth.
Dude, Soul Eater. Okay, no, honestly, Danny. This is my first time watching it too, and I had started it a very long time ago and didn't finish it until now. So, and it actually was pretty easy to get through for being something that was 50-some episodes. But yeah, I'm excited to finally talk about this.
I'm super surprised.
I was also surprised because you think it'd be like something I would watch for sure. But
this is something right up your alley.
Yeah, it definitely was, and I kind of fudged it, and I just kind of forgot about it. But anyway, let's do it, shall we? Let's do that. Let's talk about Soul Eater, and also Happy Halloween, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed our Spooky Month reviews and whatever. And yeah, so let's do it. But first, let's take a small break right here.
Sherry's Frankenberries.
Sherry's
They'll scare you and give you fiber.
You hear that, Sherry's Berries? We just came up with a whole new thing for you. There you go.
They probably have something like that.
They should.
Nick is pouring
little pumpkin cream on the strawberry, pumpkin colored with like a little jack-o'-lantern face.
I'm all about Count Chocula, dude. Fucking, it's all about Count Chocula. Frankenberry and Blueberry are aight.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go count my choculas.
Count Chocula.
Sam, when you get Halloween candy, you have to go to Trisha and be like, If you'll excuse me, I have to go in the other room and count my choculas.
What the fuck?
I don't know why that's funny.
Anyway, dude.
Oh, that's also a poop euphemism.
Which is a metaphor for climate change. Anyway.
I gotta write that down.
Links.animesummit.net. That's where you can find all the pertinent links to follow and listen. But you should really join the Discord because it's super fun. And patreon.com/animesummit. Become a patron today. You get exclusive things that we don't release to anyone else. Very cool. Things like exclusive podcasts, vlogs, things like that of that nature, and other things. And here's the thing, though. Discord is really cool because there's manga book club every weekend, and also now Danny just started a watch party on Discord every Saturday. So Saturday night is watch party, and then which she does for the patrons, so you got to be a patron. And then there's manga book club,
exclusive.
Which is
this Saturday. What are they watching, Danny?
This Saturday, so we just finished Shaman King, which was pretty awesome. I'm kind of excited for the next half to come up, because they kind of like introduced like the cast and everything.
I said this Saturday, Danny. God.
Well, I'm just explaining what we did, okay? Leave me alone. But anyway, so at first I told everyone that we were going to take a break because I'm moving and everything like that. But then I had this idea because, this weekend is Halloween. So right. I figured, hey, let's do a spooky movie night for the patrons. So people put in their nominations, and it was a vote, and we are going to watch Blood, the Last Vampire, this Saturday, October 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Nice one.
Danny, you could have said that in 1 second. All right, I'm done.
You are never happy, are you?
Nick is just joyless all the time.
I want everybody to be a robot.
He's just jealous because the Mummy didn't win.
Actually,
yeah,
I'm
Nick,
okay because I'll be busy that night anyway. So there.
Nick nominated the
Mummy.
Mummy.
Oh my god.
It got 2 votes.
And then Sean nominated Leprechauns in the Hood.
He did, yeah.
Anyway, that's why Discord's fun. It's a really great community there. And yeah. And Danny, you got one more thing, right? Before we go on to the...
Yeah, so next week, November 6th through 7th, there's going to be a 24-hour live stream on my buddy Vincent's, Vinticid Entertainment Twitch account, hosted by my friend Zach. It's pretty much a charity event, so there's going to be, anytime you donate at least like $5, your name is automatically entered into a raffle. And so there's going to be like prizes ranging from like games, t-shirts, even customized drawings by some DC comic artists affiliated with Vinticid Entertainment. And also, if Zach manages to raise at least $1,000, he is going to enter himself into a drag show. So,
amazing.
Yeah, so like it's definitely a goal. So I would highly recommend to check that out. Vinticid Entertainment does like a lot of cool streams. They definitely mainly focus on tabletop games, which are really fun. I was on there a couple times. November 6th through the 7th is a 24-hour charity live stream event, and it's gonna start 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. the next day. So
yeah, Vinticid Entertainment, they made like the Spellslingers card game, and there's an Anime Summit card actually. So
yeah,
really sick. And Zach, for those of you who don't remember who Zach is, he's Weibo Chad #2, and he did an Escaflowne movie review with me and Danny on an AO episode. So
yes,
but yeah, dude. That's going to be awesome. So Vinticid Entertainment on Twitch. Check that out. Listener question of the week. Nick.
Listener question we have from Pot of Greed Anthony, which allows you to draw 2 cards off the top of your deck. Who are you maining in WB's platform fighter?
Yeah,
I gotta list out all the characters first because I didn't know.
I didn't know that this was a thing. There's apparently
WB is Warner Brothers, right? Or is that something else?
Warner Brothers platform.
It's just
fighter.
a Super Smash Brothers clone, pretty much.
Yeah, Nickelodeon's doing it. And now we have Warner Brothers, which is fucking crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little honest here. Can I be honest just for 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is stupid.
Yeah, this is stupid.
This is kind of dumb.
There's only 13 characters.
That's just I don't even know
the
who
starters or something.
I don't even know who that dragon dude is.
I don't know. We're not picking him. Fuck him.
But there's Steven Universe, Batman, Harley Quinn, Jake and Finn as separate characters, Shaggy, Superman, Wonder Woman,
Shaggy
Gandalf,
is just so fucking random. Like
yeah,
Rick,
I know. None of them.
Bugs Bunny, and Tom and Jerry as one character.
Oh shit, Tom and Jerry.
I mean, they're all Warner Brothers properties, so it's not that random. I mean, it kind of is. I don't know. Maybe that's why they decided to do it. Cause
Super Smash Brothers is kind of random too, but it's all like Nintendo themed.
Most of them until Brawl came out, but yeah.
And then Ultimate, Ultimate has like a whole bunch of.
Yeah, they got fucking bullshit on there, like Wii Fit shit. I guess regular Smash isn't much better.
Wii Fit is a Nintendo thing, so but
but it's weird.
It started with Brawl with Solid Snake and Sonic, and then Smash 4
right.
added Cloud and Ryu, and then Mega Man, and here
and
we
like
are
25
now.
Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, Fire Emblem, the fighting game featuring Mario. Dude.
Yo, for real though. No, for real.
That's what we should call it now.
Fire Emblem fighting game featuring Mario. Featuring Mario and friends.
With Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Okay, yeah. This Warner Brothers game looks kind of dumb. But if I had to, there's no gameplay footage of it. The only thing we're seeing right now is, a character select screen. I would honestly pick Harley Quinn or probably Tom and Jerry, because Catface Johnson, Mouseface Johnson.
The problem I have with this is that I don't want to pick any of the DC characters because I can totally just go play Injustice.
Injustice, yeah.
I can just go play that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or you could play regular Super Smash Brothers.
Or you could just be... Nick was like, or you could just play Smash Brothers. Just be a real person, play the real game. Or I would pick Finn the Human, probably. I don't know. This is a weird thing. I need to see gameplay footage.
Know. I don't even want to pick any of these people.
You have to pick one, Danny.
I don't want to. I don't want to pick any of these. This is stupid. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're picking one. Gun to head. You got to pick one.
I'm sorry, Aunt, for shitting on your question.
Come on, Danny. You have to fucking... You could say it's stupid, but you still have to pick one. Can't dodge the question.
Danny would probably pick Shaggy.
Danny's picking. We're picking for you. We're picking for you.
Dude, if Shaggy is in this, he better be pumping some iron and turning into a Super Saiyan.
No, he throws sandwiches at them. That's his ranged attack.
He throws sandwiches. What are you picking, Nick?
At first, I was gonna pick Rick Sanchez, but I think he's gonna be overpowered. They're gonna nerf him, so I'm gonna pick Tom and Jerry because of the memes.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry memes are pretty funny, actually. They're actually really funny.
That dragon thing is really annoying me.
I have no idea what that's from.
I don't know what that is, dude.
I don't know where that thing's from.
I'm gonna Google it. WB Dragon.
Yeah, Google it, because when I googled it just now, I didn't see. It only listed everyone else. It didn't list that dragon face.
Does it
Johnson.
say the names? What's the name? WB Fighters list.
That's Steven Universe, Batman, Ganon, Rick and Morty. It said some new character. That's all they're saying right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some new character that it's probably part of the story or something. I don't fucking know. I will say that it's some people will be like, well, why is there fucking stories in these crossover fighting games. Hey, the Marvel vs. Capcom story was actually sick, and the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate story was actually sick too. Although that one
another
was
problem
like,
I have is why is Rick so CG 3D animated and the rest have like cartoonish?
They all are kind of CG though.
But Rick is like super. Like,
yeah, Rick looks really.
CG.
That's
Batman
a weird screen
He looks
cap.
weird. He looks weird. I don't like this.
I hope he turns into a pickle. That's all that I care about. Funny shit I've ever seen.
It looks very. It looks super mobile game-ish. So I bet you it's a mobile game.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because like, what are these symbols next to them? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, next thing we gotta move on.
Yeah, waifu and his bando, Danny. Sorry, go ahead.
This is why our episodes run long.
Yes. Well, this. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay,
anyway, waifu is Maka Albarn, and husbando is Death the Kid.
Believe it. Everyone's. He doesn't even say that.
I know that's Black Star.
Fucking okay. So like, people are probably gonna listen to this and be like, "Why didn't you just pick Maka and Soul?" I did. Nick changed it to Death.
Fuck
Kid.
Soul. He's a fucking side character.
All right.
What does he do?
Even
What does he do?
though-
He just sits
even
in the
though-
velvet room and plays piano? What?
Yeah. Soul is the side character, all right. Even though the show is named Soul Eater, and his
It's literally
name is
named-
Soul
Yeah, they were
Eater.
throwing him a bone, okay? His dad owns the company, so...
That Death
Yeah.
the Kid owns the company. It's Death the Kid's dad who owns the
His
company.
dad works for Nintendo. He'll ban you.
Okay. Oh my god. All right.
Anyway.
I'm just going to get through this part before Nick starts farting. Dude,
He's
let's do
already
it.
farting.
Soul Eater. Let's go, dude. Where to watch? You can watch on Netflix, Funimation, and Hulu. I would say watch on Hulu because obviously Hulu always does dub sub, so you can choose. Where Netflix just had the...
They got both,
No,
don't
they have a sub. They
No,
have both.
Netflix had both?
Yeah.
I think they did.
They do.
Why would they
No, I
not?
switched a little bit between dub and sub.
I don't know,
was
because
watching.
I guess I wasn't paying attention because Netflix sucks. But like,
Well,
you
That's
know,
true. Sometimes they fuck
It's
up
because
the
Netflix
translations.
sometimes, but not only that, but sometimes Netflix automatically sets the audio to English. You have to go into the settings to change it to sub.
yeah. Whereas Hulu
Yeah, you do it
has
one
as,
time,
like,
though, so what?
Hulu has it as like separate things or whatever. Yeah, but anyway, Hulu's better anyway. But that being said, yeah, dude, Soul Eater based on the manga by Atsushi Okubo, who is currently writing and drawing Fire Force. So
Oh, yeah. Fire Force. Not as good
The
as Soul
mon-
Eater, right?
I still have to finish that one.
I personally think, just having watched the anime, not reading the manga, I think Fire Force is better. But
Better?
The-
Okay, all right.
I don't know. Actually, that's tough. Let me think about that one.
No,
Let me think
actually,
about
I
that
haven't
one.
seen it. I can't even... I was just trying to bait.
Oh, okay. You're trying to debate me. All right. The manga was published by Square Enix and was first released in 2003 as 3 one-shots, kind of like Burn the Witch. The first 2 published in 2 Gun-Gun-powered special editions, and the last one-shot in Gun-Gun Wing. Anytime you see a Gun-Gun magazine, it's a Square Enix magazine.
I still got to finish Gon Wing.
Okay. The manga was then regularly serialized in Square Enix's monthly shonen Gun magazine from 2004 to 2013, with its chapters collected in 25 volumes. Okay. This is directed by Takuya Igarashi. Studio Bones. The bones are creaking. Which is pretty funny that Studio Bones Halloween spooky month. Anyway.
They did this one at the same time as Full Metal... Or no, they did it right before Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah. Spring 2008 is when it premiered, and it ended on spring 2009, so it lasted for a year. Soul Eater is set at Death Meister Academy, or the DWMA for short, located in the fictional Death City in Nevada, United States. The school is run by Death. In Japan, they call him Shinigami, obviously, because it means death. As a training facility for humans with the ability to transform into weapons, as well as the wielders of those weapons called Meisters. The goal of the school's Meister students is to have their weapons absorb the souls of 99 evil humans and 1 witch, which dramatically increases the weapon's power and turns them into Death Scythes to be used for Death. So basically, Death runs the academy, and the students, with their partner weapons, to consume 99 souls and a witch soul, and they become a Death Scythe to be used for Death. And that's the goal.
It's a little bit. Mal recommends Aono Exorcist, Noragami, D Gray Man. It's a shonen, right? I mean, any shonen pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty much a shonen.
Yeah.
The first opening is Resonance by TM Revolution. Shout out to TM Revolution.
This is one of the all-time best openings for anime.
Yeah, I think
I
like
it
them
now.
I love them both.
I like the second one.
Yeah,
better.
That's insane. By the way, dude, the first opening is way better.
Me and Danny, I mean,
the second one actually is really, really good. It is really good. I take that back.
I like the second one way better.
But in terms of like, so the first one is Resonance by TM Revolution. The second one is Paper Moon by Tommy Heavenly Sex. Personally, I think in terms of like all of it, like animation, song, and everything, the first one's better. But I like the second song better as like a song.
No, wait. The first one is better in like every possible aspect.
So Danny,
that's just your opinion, man.
That's just like
I'm right.
But I
25 million views on YouTube.
I do like the
apples?
first one. Like when I first watched Soul Eater, I liked Resonance.
This is one of those. If you get this on Anime Music Quiz, it turns into like Chihayafuru. Like the first two notes play and everybody immediately gets it.
Yeah. I mean, the first opening is definitely like iconic. Like the minute you hear it, it's like Soul Eater.
Yeah.
However, I personally like the animation. I love the song for the second one. I don't know what it is. I just feel like it flows so smoothly.
It flows pretty well, but yeah. They're both good. They're both good.
I will say that the first one also is so iconic to the point where there were like amateur animators back in the day animating like fan animations of it.
Dude,
so,
how
like,
long did it take them to make this? Like they're going from such weird angles.
Excuse me.
I'm like rewatching it right now, the OP.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Like just animating that would be like impossible.
Well, they probably just went frame by frame and just drew over, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the fan animations that I can think of off the top of my head that were really popular were there's one called Smash Eater, where it was like with Smash Brothers characters, and there's another one that someone made called South Eater, which was South Park, which is like pretty funny. Like that one was actually really good. But yeah, that's how iconic that opening was, is that like people were making like fan parodies of it and stuff. The EDs are I Wanna Be by Stance Punks.
They're all actually pretty good.
Style by Kana Nishino. Yeah, these are all good. Bakuso Yumeitsa by Diggy Mo. And Strength by a Bing Dong Boys School. A Bing Dong.
Did you say Ding Dong?
A Bing Dong. I said a Bing Dong on accident. It's a Bing Dong Boys School. A Big Dong Boys School.
A big dong. That is a boys' school, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. The manga had 19.6 million copies in circulation as of July 2019. The manga and anime series are overall well received, specifically for its art style and gothic setting, often compared to by critics by Tim Burton's works like Nightmare Before Christmas. The anime, however, has been criticized for its use of fan service and similarity to other shonen series.
That's like most shonen that do that,
I feel
right?
like this show, didn't
really have that much.
They had a little bit at the beginning, but it wasn't that much.
The beginning, yeah, for sure. But over time, I feel like the fan service became less and less, and they were definitely really focusing more.
Fire
on
Force
the
is
story.
worse at that.
Fire Force, okay. Just the one thing I really criticize about Fire Force is the one character, what's her name, Tamaki, the girl that has like the cat.
Yeah,
that's like her whole
power.
character.
Like I hate her character. Like there's just like for no reason she fucking trips and then like something comes off. It's like why?
It's like Icon level of it's like what the hell, like that. Yeah.
It's like why? There was no need for that. So I feel like with Soul Eater, it definitely, even though that there was a little bit of fan service, it
definitely died down.
It died down, yeah, and it kind of, to me, that type of thing definitely flowed way more than Fire Force, because I feel like the fan service in Fire Force is super random, and it's in, and they like throw it in places where it just doesn't make sense at all.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So a lot of people, from what I've read, okay, because I haven't read the Mango Chutney. I haven't read it, okay, so I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm not a doctor, all right?
Well, I didn't attend, but this last Sunday, Manga Club reviewed Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah, I was
manga.
there.
That's why. That's why I didn't want to tell nobody, because I think people are expecting us to review something else. But like, hey, it was just like perfect timing. But like, I've heard and read that around like chapter 34, 35, 36, it's where it starts to deviate and split, because Atsushi Yokobu wasn't done writing the shit. Okay, the manga ran
same
from,
as Fullmetal Alchemist. So
yeah,
it's like
it pretty much
same exact thing.
Yeah, a lot of the anime in the mid 2000s and shit like that, and even way before that, like either didn't get an adaptation at all, or they got an adaptation that deviated, or the
no,
adaptation
they did the
was
thing
completely
where
different.
they did the thing where they animated, like, it came out weekly for 50 weeks. And nowadays, for My Hero Academia and stuff, they're like, all right, we're going to do one or
In
two
sections.
curves.
Yeah.
We're going to do either 12 or 24, and that's it for the whole year.
Right.
And that gives them more time to catch up. So, yeah.
Right. And so it's kind of interesting to look at, like, as Nick pointed out, it's like the way they do it now versus back then. And what Nick's saying, like, how it is exactly like the FMH thing. Exactly right. It's like, and it's kind of like the same thing with Hellsing, kind of. It's like, that's why we got Hellsing Ultimate. That's why we got FMA Brotherhood. And so I guess a lot of people who are fans of both the show and the manga or whatever, they're just like, let's get a faithful, let's get like a Soul Eater Brotherhood or a Soul Eater Ultimate or something, And yeah, there's also the Soul Eater, I think it's called Soul Eater After Show or something like that, where it was just like a rerun where it had a new OP and no new ED, but that's not like a remake or a reboot or anything. It's just a rerun of the current show, so it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've heard that when they introduced Arachne, the little hot spider mommy witch, that's when it starts to deviate, and because obviously they were just like, well, fuck, he ain't done writing it.
It did the Game of Thrones thing.
They did the Game of Thrones thing, exactly. So it's got an original ending, and apparently a lot of people didn't like it. So the ending.
Yeah, we'll get to it,
and we'll get to it. But what
Yeah.
are your guys' initial thoughts on how Soul Eater is? Like, did you guys? I mean, it's a shonen, right? But I mean, like, it's a very popular show for many reasons, for negative and positive reasons. But like, this is my first time watching it, and actually, before we were recording, Danny was like, "Are y'all for real?"
This.
And it was me and Nick's first time watching it, and let me tell you something, okay? I moved into this house like 11 years ago, and I got Netflix right away. As soon as I got internet, I got Netflix. And I was like, oh, Soul Eater's on here. I'm going to watch it. And I watched like the first 10 episodes and forgot about it. Because that was like around the time I started falling out of anime. So that was my bad, bitch. But yeah, Nick, I'm surprised he's never seen it. Because Nick watches everything.
Like, for both of you guys, I'm just super surprised.
Nick watches everything. Okay, like Nick was the last person I thought. But yeah, Nick, how come? Did you forget about it too, or like, what's your fucking problem? Huh? What's the matter with you?
I didn't have time. It was 50 episodes. I was watching other shit. I already told you I was watching massage videos.
51 for that matter, not just 50.
Yeah,
51.
rounding it.
I'm rounding.
Hey, look, at the speed I watch, it was 50. Actually, it was less.
So I want to hear, because Nick and I haven't read the manga. But I want to hear Nick's initial. What are yours?
Well, I've read the first volume of the manga, and it's like basically the same as the anime, like almost shot for shot.
He didn't even freaking finish 3 volumes for Manga Club.
Because I had seen the anime, Danny. Thank you very much.
Does not surprise me.
All of our manga club members who are listening right now are just like fucking idiots.
Fucking Nick.
But so, what are your initial thoughts? What do you
Big
feel?
Brain time.
Because I was trying to discover, like, see if there's any themes or not, but I don't think it's just a shonen. It's kind of hard to see. But I mean, what are your initial thoughts on it? Like, is there anything that, do you like it? Do you think it's dumb? Do you think it's bad?
I like it. Yeah, that'd be funny if I just said I like it and that was it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's. I think this is definitely targeted toward a younger audience because like we're old as shit right now, and like with a lot of these shonens like Naruto and Bleach and all that, you know, it's a shonen that's literally targeted toward like a teenager. So
right.
It in terms of that, like I can see why it's really popular. Like especially Bones animated it. The OPs and EDs are really hype. The characters are fun. It's weird because like it has all these things. It has all the whatever you call it. It's one of those things where it's like it's a good anime, but it's not a great anime to me.
Yeah.
It has a little too much sizzle without enough steak. You know, I had to use that.
That's a great analogy. Jesus.
The meme there.
Yeah, but that's
like a really old like idiom or whatever.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, but no, it's a really good like thing though. It's like
I don't even know if that's an idiom. Anyway, it's an old saying.
Yeah.
But I got that from an NFL
with
podcast.
No fazool.
Yeah, it has all the gabagool, but not all the ravioli. I don't know. The thing for me with Soul Eater is like I liked all the characters, even the annoying ones. I kind of liked them, but like there wasn't enough of like a hook and enough of like the hero because like Maka is kind of the main character, right? And that's why this is Danny's favorite show because it's got a chick as the main. Am I right, Danny?
Nick.
I'm just kidding.
Why are you assuming?
There he goes with the gender shit.
Well, you like boy anime? Name 5 boy anime. I'm just kidding.
I can name you like 10.
Name every male shonen. Wait, Danny, have you seen Dragon Ball Z?
I think
yes,
he has,
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Good. I was just well, or at least part of it. That one's like a shitload of episodes. So I wouldn't be faulting anyone.
Just hold on till you visit. Don't kick his ass yet. Don't go off yet. Just wait till.
Oh
you
no,
visit.
I know.
Hold it in.
I'm literally building up all this
Danny
anger
is Arthur.
so that I can just give him one hard punch like Maka did.
Danny is clenching her fist like Arthur right now.
She's Arthur fisting right now.
No, don't say fisting, Sam. Phrasing.
Oh, sorry. We didn't fist. We're not fisting.
I'm gonna do a Maka chop on Nick.
Do a death chop, yeah.
Yeah, like how Black Star gets his head split like every episode.
But no, Nick,
So like it didn't have like quite enough of the hook that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
In term like because My Hero Academia has that. I mean, all the big ones kind of have that, you know.
Right.
Where the main characters or like all the main characters have their own like thing that they're trying to do. You know, and Maka, what is she really trying to do in Soul Eater? She's just trying to like collect a fucking witch or something. Like, there's more to it. They're trying to save the school and they're trying to like fight off chaos, but it just feels like it has everything, but it doesn't have like the one thing that makes me like that like speaks to me. You know? So,
yeah, and so this is my first time watching it too, and I agree with you, and it's really interesting because. There was an episode of Project Manga I did called The Evolution of Shonen Storytelling, and I kind of really wish I had watched this before I did that. Because it's really interesting to see, like watching the shonen I'm watching now compared to this, and it's like Maka and Soul, right? So Maka is the main character, and Soul is her scythe, her weapon. She's the Meister, and he's the weapon.
It's like Noragami.
And it kind of like they're already kind of like good at what they do. Like there is a bunch of training episodes like where they're trying to train and get better and stronger or whatever. But like they're already kind of decent at what they do, right? It's not like
you're saying there's not enough of the build up.
Yeah, there's not like Deku or Naruto, right, where they're trying to
or even Dragon Ball.
When you first meet Maka and Soul, you know,
they already had 99, right?
They already had their 99th soul, and all they needed was a witch's soul.
Was
so
the witch one? Yeah.
Soul can become a Death Scythe.
A Death Scythe.
So,
he eats the 99th one in the first episode. Yeah, it's like
right.
He's right there. Yeah. Which, by the way, that first fight was badass. God damn. Shit. Animation in that just was like,
yeah, it's Bones. Like Bones is cheating. That's why it's like every Bones OP is godlike.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I feel like bouncing off what you were saying, Sam, like how you feel like that there was not enough buildup, and that Maka and Soul were already good at what they do and stuff. I feel like that is definitely kind of like okay in this sense, because you are getting the sense that these two characters like obviously are well experienced in everything for being so young and stuff. And that's kind of like, you know, like a little bit of a breath of fresh air compared to like Naruto and like your other typical shonen series and stuff like that. At least that's what I like about Soul Eater, is that, you know, there isn't too much of like, you know, I'm gonna be the best, like that kind of thing.
Except for Black Star.
Yeah, Black Star, he always wants to.
He's just literally Naruto.
Yeah, I was watching a Glass Reflection.
Though.
Yeah, he's
less annoying. I need to watch
mean,
Naruto.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, it was funny because Glass Reflection was doing. I watched a review by Glass Reflection.
Oh, he had a really old review of this.
It's a 10-year-old video, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, it's like 8.
Well, it was originally recorded 10 years
ago.
But
he
re-uploaded it. Yeah, but like, he was like, yeah, and then you have this character Naruto. I mean, Black Star. That's really funny. But no, Danny, you make a good point. And it's not like they don't have some more learning to do, because they definitely do, because like there's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, because like
yeah, they got to train with Frankenstein.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, obviously, because that first episode, you know, is super important, because they actually fail because they accidentally swallowed a cat's soul instead of a witch's soul, because they thought that Blair was a witch, but
yeah, she was. Oh, by
Blair is actually like a super powerful OP cat
with some huge tracts of land.
I like Blair.
I love Blair.
Like,
yeah,
she's hilarious. I think I find it so funny that freaking Spirit like asked her, "Oh, go buy Maka's favorite book. Like, this is for her, you know, good job for passing the extremely hard test." And then freaking Blair was all like, "I'm such a bad cat burglar. I
remember this.
Spent all this money on myself." And she's like, "Well, maybe I'll make this smaller so that it'll fit Maka better." And then it ends up being lingerie, and Maka's all like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, she thinks it's from her dad. That's why.
Right, yeah.
And she reads the letter right after, and she's just like making this face the whole time.
I will say that's like
even more funny.
That little test arc was really funny, actually. Like when all of the characters are testing in their own special way.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
That's what I was gonna say next, is that the comedy in this show is fucking hilarious. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Like Full Metal Alchemist comedy is not very good, and that's like the main complaint against it. But like this was actually pretty funny.
No, it was super funny. And
who do you like comedy wise, like characters? Who do you think carries the comedy for this show?
I think Death the Kid. And
I was gonna say probably Death.
Yeah.
Because like when the one, it's just like showing all the characters studying, and it shows, this is in that test arc, and it shows the his one, what, I forgot her name, the short girl,
Liz.
She's just like drawing with crayons. She's like la la.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shows
giraffe.
That whole thing. I think they're all kind of funny, honestly. I mean,
I like when they're
Excalibur's funny.
I think the funniest scene for me was like when Krona enrolled in the school.
When Krona was getting bullied, that was hilarious.
And it's like, Jesus,
I'm just kidding.
Krona's just like, he's like, here, try writing a poem. You know, writing helps me. So he writes a really depressing poem. And it's like he reads it, or somebody reads it and goes in the corner.
Yeah, Maka and Marie read it, and they're like, "I just want to die right now." And then they're and one by one, people just coming up and is all like, "Why are you guys so depressed?" And then they read it, and then they go into that little corner. They're like, "I don't want to live right now."
Yep.
And one by one, all of them start going, and then Krona is just staring at them, and he goes right next to them, like, "I don't want to be here."
He's like, "I told you guys, life sucks."
And so isn't Krona technically like genderless or something?
Yeah, but they
like Land of the Lustrous.
In the
dub they call
him
he because it's probably easier. But
yeah, I think in the dub they call him he, but I think in the mango they just use genderless.
It's like
words.
the character from Made in Abyss or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, Well, Krona also in the manga is pretty different. Like they're more evil because of madness and whatever. And that's kind of what I wanted to go into next. Was some of the things that I didn't like about it was in the anime, it's kind of like all over the place a little bit. Like they're kind of like, okay, now they're doing this, and it's like there were some episodes I was watching, and I was watching it. I think it was after the test arc where they take that exam, that big exam, and all of a sudden Death the Kid is in the desert. They're like in the desert, and he's fighting some bitch on a train.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, what is
some
this
of that stuff? Yeah, I can definitely agree with you on that. Like some of the missions that they do, they don't really like say, okay, kid, you're gonna go here, and it's all like, whoa, what just happened, kind of thing. So, I can understand that.
So they're basically like training to stop another Avatar of Madness.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that like the whole point? Because they have one trapped in the school,
which gets released. It's called the Kishin.
Yeah.
Ashura, the Kishin.
Personally, for me, I think my favorite arc would have to be after Ashura was released. Like that whole arc, with Stein, embracing the madness and like him going missing. And then you also see more of the Death Scythes, like Marie and Justin, and I forget the other girl's name with the glasses.
Oh yeah, she kept doing the glasses push.
Yeah.
Shing.
That's her name.
Anyway, I know what you mean.
But yeah. just speaking of this, continuing on like what I didn't like, and speaking of Krona's madness and whatever, was the power system wasn't really explained too much. You kind of
you had soul resonance. That's what it was, right? They just played piano.
Yeah, it was just
they combined.
The more in sync you are with your weapon, the better, or whatever, right?
It's like Evangelion. No, it's nothing like that. But it's like they got to synchronize. They're synchronized.
Yeah. And like, and then there's also madness, which is like it's supposed to be like the opposite or whatever, right? But not as controllable. It's easier to get madness.
Oh yeah, and Maka uses that to fight against Krona at one point.
Yeah, right, because they're in like this chamber, which whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. I just paused really quick. I just read it right here. The Krona's gender is unknown, so they're ill-gendered or not gendered.
But for the show, it's easier to. It was easier for them to just put he. I don't know.
I guess back then, they just said he. But yeah, either way, that I do love Krona though. Krona's like
maybe that was his preferred pronoun.
It could be. It could have been. I guess when they were going to translate it, they just gave him. Oh, it says it right here. They just gave him male pronouns because they didn't want to say it, and of course back then, they didn't know they could just say they. I guess, but they didn't.
And it might be confusing to put they in the manga, because then you'd be like, wait, who are they talking about? They wanted to keep it.
I don't know how in the Japanese
super
language.
Simple. Yeah, it might have been a translation thing too. So
they were saying that they were. It's
fine.
They
whatever.
said,
I don't care.
They told Funimation translators to use it, but then they were like, that seems disrespectful. Gender's weird. Gender's weird, dude. Gender's confusing. But anyway,
There's only one gender. Nick.
Yes,
God.
the one gender, Nick. I like my gender like I like my Nick. Freaking, here we go. So I don't know. It kind of jumped all over the place for me personally, and maybe that's just because I'm like what Nick said earlier. Maybe I'm spoiled by like how shonen is now compared to, whatever.
Well, if this is actually kind of like your very first time watching it, you can definitely be a little bit more critical with this, because this definitely came out obviously in 2008, so
Yeah.
Right, and it also came out at a time.
But I mean, a lot of the other shonen came out before this too. So a lot of the other most famous ones.
But I think also more so because it was one of those things like they were trying to do it as he was writing it too, and I think that might have been an issue.
Yeah.
But
well, they just don't have like the traditional like story arcs that the other ones had. The easy formulas. They kind of have it, but they try to do something a little bit different.
Right. I did enjoy that part where they went into the Baba Yaga, and then they fucking fought.
Oh
mosquito.
Yeah, the mosquito guy. He's like, I'm gonna get a fucking huge body now.
Side chesto, except his legs are the same size.
The mosquito guy. I forgot about him for a second. He's freaking hilarious.
And then that's when Maka and Soul used the genie hunter for the first time. So badass.
Mm-hmm.
But so Danny, so you've read the first 3 volumes then, or you've read all of it?
I'm on volume 5 right now.
Oh, okay. But so what do you think of the anime? Because this is like your 4th time watching it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, me and Nick have pretty much gone off about our first time watching it and whatever. But how do you feel? You said you've watched it 4 times, so obviously you enjoy it to some extent.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even remember when the first time I actually watched it. I think I kind of watched it maybe 2 years after it came out.
Sure.
So, and I for sure definitely watched it on Netflix, because that's where I saw it.
Right, that's where I saw it too. Yeah.
And I mean, I watched it through and everything, and I thought it was definitely really cool.
Sure.
And obviously at that time I was all about like Halloween, and I mean I'm still all about Halloween, but this was definitely a different take on a shonen.
Right.
So, and plus like Stein is daddy. Like,
yeah,
I have a major crush on Stein. So
look at all his stitches. If you're not careful, he'll dissect you.
Stein is for sure.
Don't blame me if you wake up
character.
dissected.
But I also, I mean, I love the relationship between Stein and Marie. Like, I love Marie so much. I think Marie, like, how her character is so great for this show, especially when Stein runs away and everything, and the school finds out that Krona planted something in Marie's tea to like spy on Stein and Marie, and develop Stein's madness even faster than it was already progressing. So that dynamic between Marie and Krona, like, you just saw how infuriated and kind of like you felt the betrayal that Marie felt from Krona. And I mean, you even saw I also feel major sympathy for Krona too, because of how
Krona
he
had
was
like the
treated
saddest arc
and everything like that. So
because he was bullied by what's her? Oh no, he's raised by was
Medusa.
that his actual mom, or did she just raise him?
So I think I don't know if it's a clear statement, but from the anime,
it is it's the mother.
They say that Medusa is Krona's mother.
Okay,
I don't know how she developed him or anything like that. They don't really go to elaborate it into that. So, but they do say that Medusa is Krona's mother. So, but like you definitely see that Krona knew what he was doing was wrong. So, yeah. And then like over time, you know, I kind of just like put it on. So, and then the third time I watched it with my cousin, because he was kind of starting to get into anime and he wanted to hang out with me. And so I said, hey, do you want to watch this? He's like, yeah. So, and we would watch like, you know, 3 episodes every so often. He would come into my room and everything like that. So,
sure.
Yeah. Now, after watching it the 4th time, I can definitely see a lot of the plot holes. And there are, I mean, it's not perfect. And I would for sure love to get like, you know, a Soul Eater Brotherhood kind of thing, like a revamp, like how they did with Fruits Basket and stuff. I feel like there's enough material now to do that, because I always wanted to know. I always wanted to know like what Maka's mother looked like, because they always they always
they never really showed her, right?
Yeah, they always spoke so highly of her, and I just want to know who this person is.
Even Hunter x Hunter showed Goen's father at the end.
Right. Yeah.
Spoilers. It's not really spoilers.
So,
I just said he appeared, but anyway.
So like I definitely wanted to know more about her, and even
what they should do though, like Danny, what they should do. So Full Metal Alchemist, they did the whole thing where they rebooted like the whole show. I don't think they have to do that for this one. They just got to do like halfway through, you know, because it diverged somewhere in the middle, right?
Episode 35.
I mean,
like
I can definitely do without like the 3 Excalibur episodes.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, the animation is so good, and the OP and all that is so good from the original. Like, they don't need to change that shit. They should leave that. They should leave it as it is, and it's like already faithful to the manga at first.
I guess, but I mean,
that's the one thing I don't like about Brotherhood too. It's like they felt like they had to redo a bunch of it, and it's like, nah, you don't have to do that.
I mean, they could definitely clean up some of the stuff, like what Sam said about how it was slightly confusing with, like, you know, they did their super hard test like episodes, and then all of a sudden Death the Kid is in a desert. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. They could make it flow a little bit more smoothly and everything.
Did that happen after episode 35, though? I feel like it did. I don't remember.
I mean, it definitely happened for sure after the test, for sure. I know that.
Yeah. Anyway, we all agree.
Because that was when like the pirate spirit was all like, "Oh, these souls are for the Kishin. That's going to be you know." And Death was all like, "What is he talking about?" And that's when like Kid went up to Death and was all like, "Hey, Dad, what does this phrase mean?" So, which, by the way, fucking Death, like, he is awesome. I just love.
Oh, he's hilarious. Yeah, he has like a goofy voice.
Like, I just love it. Like, there is no flaw. Like, I have nothing bad to say about Death's character. I really don't. Anytime Death
he's basically Dumbledore.
He is.
Yeah,
yes.
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh man! And when he pilots the whole castle at the end, the whole academy.
Yeah, right.
They do like the Gurren Lagann thing where it just like it just stands up like this whole fucking like piece of land.
That I thought was weird. I was like, this can't be in the manga. This seems really random and weird.
It was funny though. I thought it was
big robot battle happening. But like, yeah, Death is a really cool character because he's obviously Death, right? He's the Grim Reaper. You are going to that academy to make a weapon for him to use, right? So you can just imagine the whole time that he's very fucking powerful. And the limiter he has is he has to be bind to Death City. He can't leave that place. So that's why, like, there's times where you wonder, like, why can't fucking Death just come in and kick some ass, right? He can't, really, because he has to stay where he is and do his thing. But the times you do see him fight, which is, like, 2 times, is badass. He's like, all right, we can do this all fucking day because I'm Death, you know, like, what the fuck, you know, like, I'm gonna bust the cap. But, you know, but, like, I know, I think I think we all agree, but I think we're pretty unanimous on the fact that we all probably want to see more, and maybe I'll go ahead and read the manga, even though I read what happens. I think I'll still want to read it. I felt like I've said that every review this month. I want to read the manga, but like, I do love Soul Eater. I think it's really good. So, any final thoughts before we give our scores here, or how do you guys want to? You guys want to fart or get your drink on over here, or what do you want to do? You want to put on a porno? You can put on a porno.
That you guys can do after I leave.
All right. Well,
Danny doesn't watch filth.
Yeah, she don't do the filthy. Okay. Anyway,
I overall I thought the show was. Wait. When you say final thoughts, are we going to give our final thoughts now, and then we're just going to list our scores at the end? How are we doing that?
Do your final thoughts and a score,
because we usually just do them all at the same time. So.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'll go into mine. I liked Soul Eater. The issue here is like I had to binge it a little bit. But like it's as a Halloween anime, as a shonen, as something that younger people might really enjoy, like definitely I recommend it. It does have a little, it loses its way a couple of times with the plot, being a little bit convoluted at times. The ending is a little bit rushed because they had to make it up at the end, although not as weird as the original Full Metal Alchemist ending. But it ends very abruptly. Like the very last episode is the climax. Usually you want like falling action, like another episode or two at the end to finish everything up,
close it.
Right.
Yeah. Right. This one didn't really have that. But yeah, I mean, aside from like the plot being a little bit confusing and the ending being kind of cut short, this is a really pretty good show. And like the animation is like outstanding. It's like way, way, way better animation than most anime. Not even close. Because like Studio Bones in their heyday, it's like how are you going to beat that? The OPs and EDs are really iconic. I would say one minor weakness though is like the actual soundtrack in the middle of like battles and stuff. It wasn't as pronounced as some other anime, like Hunter x Hunter, for example. Like that had some fucking hype ass like fight music and like Chimera Ant Art type music. This one didn't really have that for Soul Eater. Like it was there, but it didn't really elevate the scenes like some other shows. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely.
So, but that said, I mean, it was still fun. The fights themselves, the animation was like crazy good. Yeah, and like I just like really love the designs, and like I love like the setting, the world. Like it's all like whimsical and crazy, and but at the same time it fits together. The characters are like most of the characters are actually like pretty likable, I would say. It's not like a bunch of like nasty people or whatever. I mean, there's a couple of villains, but that's like the whole point of them. So like the main cast are mostly pretty likable. We didn't talk about Excalibur enough. I need to talk about him really quick. I think it's funny that like Excalibur in regular lore is like only one person can pull it from the stone, but in this anybody can pull it, but nobody can stand his personality. So they just like leave.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were saying like fool like earlier because like every sentence he starts with fool, and it's hilarious.
He interrupts people. Yeah, he'll be like fool.
Yeah. He's like, my mornings always begin with a cup of coffee and cream. My legend dates back to the 12th century. and it flashes back to like West Side Story. It's not even the 12th century.
He's even there at the end during the final battle, and they'll just be like, well, what happens if we go in there and see what the kids are doing, right? And he's like, fool, we can't go in, because if we could, then we would have done so already. But what if we just fool? Like he just interrupts people. All right, sorry. Anyway, Nick.
Yeah, I love it. And there's also like a bunch of references, like character names, settings, and stuff. Like the little world that Maka goes into is apparent. I haven't seen it, but apparently it's like a Twin Peaks reference with like that velvet room with a piano. That's a Twin Peaks thing.
Yeah.
I really need to watch that show. Blair Witch. Death the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Billy the Kid or whatever, because he has guns.
He has guns.
Yeah, but so it's just like it's got a lot of little clever things. It's pretty funny. It's pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, it's just not as, it doesn't reach the heights of like Full Metal Alchemist, Hunter x Hunter, even My Hero Academia, and a bunch of parts. Although I would compare this one more closely to My Hero, like in terms of like overall. But like, okay, so My Hero, like the one thing with Soul Eater for me is like Krona probably had like some of the like the most like emotional and like intense parts of the show, but like the main characters didn't have enough of that, you know.
That's a good point.
I kind of wanted more of that for Maka. She had a couple of scenes like kind of near the end, like, you know, talking about bravery and all that, but it was so quick at the end, like you didn't have enough to build up to it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not like a tip-top shonen, but I think it's a good show. So I'm gonna give it 7 asymmetrical medicine jars out of 10. I don't know.
I'm gonna let Danny go last because I'm gonna be really quick. But I
somebody has to give it an 8 because Death the Kid, that's his favorite number.
Death Kid.
You can give whatever number you want.
I think, and I agree with Nick for the most part, pretty much. I think Nick pretty much said what I was gonna say. Also, and the last thing he said, especially about Krona and their character being written, I wish that I would have got that with more of the other characters. Like how I wish I would have had more character writing with the rest of them.
Yeah, like the scene where Krono's talking to Maka, like in his, is that like in the other world or the other realm? Like their kids.
Like in the desert or whatever.
Yeah, they're having like this like mind game thing, and that was like a really strong scene, but there wasn't enough of that.
Yes, yeah, I wanted more of that.
That scene was cute, like
it was.
He you know, he was like little Krona and everything, and like he's all like, everyone keeps beating me up, so I'm just gonna make this circle for myself, and no one can come into my circle but me. And then Maka
it's like Squid Game.
In. Yeah, and then Maka's all like, hey, you want to come play? And she's all like, comes into his circle, and he's all like, you can't be in here. This is my area. And she's all like, huh? And she like,
it's his AT field.
And she like fucking erases his circle, and she's all like, there, now it's all gone.
That was one of the cool things about Maka, is like that was her greatest power, right? Was to like be brave and kind of see the good in people and just kind of go forward. But anyway, I wanted more of that. So, but I will say this: what carried the show a lot was the style. The
Yeah.
The design of the show and the design of the characters was just the manga, just the design of everything in general.
Flavor Town.
Even the logo, like the logos of Soul Eater. You know, Soul Eater in English in the back, and then very small katakana in the front with the little soul symbol in the middle. So good, you know. It's just everything is so good. The character design, the design of the world and Death City and all that. Very cool. So that made everything really cool for me. I love Krona being a genderless character, and Krona is one of my favorite characters. But yeah, even Death the Kid's design was just so good. Like
and it's funny because, like, I don't know if we mentioned it, Death the Kid is obsessed with symmetry, and he's like constantly harping on his guns to be more symmetrical, and
so much
his
so
hair
that he gets upset.
is asymmetrical.
It is, and they make a point to like comment on it, and he's all like, "I'm garbage.
I'm a monster.
How am I supposed to, you know, have symmetry when I myself doesn't have symmetry? I'm worthless."
Yeah, those lines on his head are like part of his power.
Yeah, that's part of his power, and he
has to gain the rest of it. Yeah, but yeah, so I give it. Wait, what'd you give it, Nick? 6 out of 10?
I gave it 7 asymmetrical. Oh, fuck. What's like something that could be... I don't want to do medicine jars again. 7 asymmetrical guns? I don't know, dude.
I give it 7 Death Scythes out of 10. I think that's pretty fair. because it's really cool, and I honestly would watch it again. And the animation was just so good as well. So Danny, why don't you hit us off with the final?
Oh, you know
thought?
what? I'm changing it. 7 velvet piano rooms out of 10. There you go.
All right, fine. All right, Danny, final thoughts and score.
Final thoughts. I am definitely going to read the manga because I for sure remember when I first watched this, I definitely felt like there was something missing. So, because again, like I wanted to know who Maka's mother was. But I mean, I don't even know if she even makes an appearance in the show or like in the manga for that matter. I know that some characters that we are introduced in the anime kind of like switch.
Yeah.
So I'm like curious on like how that happens and everything. So I'm not gonna say who. But yeah, like I'm interested on what the manga has in store, and I'm kind of like speeding through definitely like what I've already seen, because from what I'm reading so far, it's definitely panel for panel what the anime is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially that first part.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like trying to like speed through it a little bit so I can get to the parts where it kind of differs from the anime. But like I said, Stein is definitely my favorite, for sure. Out of the main characters, Kid is like, I like his character design is amazing. He is for sure emo goth. Like, my whole entire aesthetic. His soul residence with the Thompson sisters is so badass. Especially when you see it for the first time, when he first enrolls into the academy. Because technically, he didn't really have to go to the academy. Because, like, he's Death's son. So he can go out and do all those, like high-ranked missions all he wants, which I find like super cool. But also like he just can't handle asymmetrical things, so that is his definite ultimate weakness.
It's funny that like when he's fighting enemies, like there's the one enemy that kept changing and he's like perfectly symmetrical, asymmetrical garbage.
Well,
perfectly
yeah.
symmetrical.
Yeah.
He'd be like happy, sad,
the
sad.
robot clowns. That's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
was.
I think that's what it was.
The robot clowns. Yeah, he's all like, they're asymmetrical. Oh, but now they're symmetrical. They're asymmetrical now. Another thing I'm really interested about is the Star Clan. Like,
that was Black Star's dad.
His family. Yeah, like I'm super curious on their story. Also, we didn't mention this, but Mifune, like, super cool dude, and I'm so glad that like at close to the end, like he eventually like goes to the school to teach, because he's such a kind-hearted fellow. Like
he's the samurai guy, right?
He's the samurai bodyguard for the witch.
Oh
Angela.
yeah, and he's named after a real samurai, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well,
he's got the 1,000 sword.
Another
technique.
Reference.
Yeah.
See, that's what I wanted more of. Like, I wanted to know more about. Like, there should have been another like 20-some episodes. I don't know.
Yeah, like I feel like there's definitely like, you know, they could have done way more for these other characters that we kind of like fell in love with and everything. Because I loved, you know, the fights between Black Star and Mifune, especially during the Arachne fight, like the Arachne arc and all that kind of stuff, when they were like looking for the Kishin and everything, and when Arachne got Ashura and stuff. Like, that's what I really enjoy about Soul Eater, is when Arachne is resurrected and, you know, Ashura escape, like he's resurrected too. Like, anything before that is kind of meh for me. So, but out of out of to honor death, I am going to give this anime an 82 out of 100 of
2? Wait, what?
82.
Oh God, Discord lagged for a second, and I just heard the
2 out of 100.
82. So there's still an 8 in there.
Is that like his special number or something?
Yeah, because it's perfectly symmetrical when you.
No, not 8. I meant 82.
Oh well, if I'm gonna do 8 out of 10, I'll just
do
8
80 because 0 is also symmetrical.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
that's true. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll do 80. That's fine. So 80 out of 100. Death cannons.
Oh yeah.
All right, pretty good.
Oh, I should have given it 7 sexy cats. Oh well. I already gave it panel rooms.
Dude, there you go though, man. Soul Eater. I think it's pretty cool. I think everyone should watch it. Give it a watch. Pretty cool.
This is like
cool
the
show.
Halloween anime though.
It is very Halloween.
As far as TV anime. Well, this one and like Higurashi and Shiki. There's a bunch of them. But this one isn't as like creepy. So, yeah, this is more fun.
Yeah, I didn't really like Shiki too much.
Shiki was
How dare you?
poopy, dude. But yeah, that's just me. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But yeah, I think everyone should watch it. I think I think everyone would enjoy the mango chutney and the anime as well. But let us know what your thoughts are on the anime that we reviewed this month. Elfen Lied, High School of the Dead, Soul Eater. Happy Halloween, everybody. Stay safe, okay? Take a flashlight with you. Don't put your address on your trick-or-treating bag like they say. Please don't fucking do that. Don't do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, people are saying like, oh yeah, put your address on just in case you lose it, then they can return it to you.
Oh, your address. I thought you meant your dress, like you're gonna wear a dress.
No, your residence address. Yeah, people. Yeah, don't do that.
Hell?
Wait, why would you do that? It's just candy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like and
wear tennis shoes. Wear shoes that are stable.
Yes, don't if you're going to a party, wear like a costume shoes. But if you're going trick or treating and walking around and shit, wear tennis
sneakers.
shoes.
Yeah,
sneakers.
Or
Not only that,
boots
don't take any freshly baked goods from people.
Don't do that. Don't take any open treats like that.
Don't take any Tootsie Rolls either. Refuse those.
Okay, Nick, don't be.
We gotta stop those things. Those are nasty.
Fruit Tootsie Rolls. Okay,
those
real
are
quick
the best. Ooh, the
okay,
fruit
favorite
Tootsie
Halloween
Rolls?
candy, go.
That's what I was gonna say. Favorite Halloween candy, go. I said it first. Mine are Fruit Tootsies. And Reese's.
Oh, god damn it, Sam.
Not Reese's Pieces, actual peanut butter cups.
Oh shit! You know what? I'm just gonna go with regular M&Ms. Fight me. Let's go.
So basic.
Okay, classic.
The other
What
stuff
about you,
is too
Danny?
spicy.
Danny, what about you?
I'm gonna say the same as you, Sam. The fruity Tootsie Rolls and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
And
Nobody
Milky
said
Ways.
Milk Duds?
Milky Way twos.
What about Twix or Snickers?
Man,
I never
love
really liked
Twix.
Snickers. I
Can't say Snickers without Nick.
I started liking Snickers when I went into high school. When I was a kid, I hated Snickers. I didn't like them.
They have nuts in them.
Yeah. Fucking Nick. Ah, dude. Okay. Also, let us know your favorite Halloween candy. That being said, I've been Sam. That's been Danny. And that's been Nick. And this has been the Anime Summit Spooky Cast. Is that scary or no?
You won't be laughing when you